Needs it even more talking. There's the man in charge now.
Yeah, we can see David Moyes coming to join us now.
Good. How are you? Good to be back.
David, well done. What an end to that game. Now, when we spoke to you earlier this week and you were asked to describe the Merseyside derby, you said mental. I mean, how was that for you tonight?
Well, probably mental sums it up the way it went. Look, a brilliant finish for us to finish the last Merseyside derby and score in the last minute is in a way fitting. And you know, we'd have liked to have won the game, but when it was 2-1 down, I was thinking that we weren't going to get back in, as it just looked like Liverpool were going to keep us out. But I thought we worked hard, we kept at it. We probably had more attempts in the second half than we had in the first, but we just didn't maybe have the quality to get a good enough finish away. But Tarkowski did, which was the one that really mattered.
Absolutely, and his 100th consecutive Premier League appearance since signing for this club as well. Quite fitting that it was him to get that equaliser.
Yeah, I think after his game last weekend, I think he'll be pleased he got the goal. He scored a great goal tonight, and you know, to score that goal, it'll be remembered in history as far as well, everybody, you know, because Goodison's going to be going away shortly. And
you've had some memorable nights in that dugout. How did this one compare?
It was right up there, and it was great at the end. And I think the night was maybe made for something to happen. It wasn't the cleanest, it wasn't the best game of football you ever watched, but it was a wee bit of a throwback, a bit scrappy, both sides. I mean, it was more important that we probably made it that way. Liverpool are an incredibly talented team and are proving it in the league this year, so we had to find a way of sort of making that gap not so big tonight, and I thought we'd done a good job at it.
That's exactly what you said, Mako. It felt like a throwback.
It felt like an old school game. It was just blood and thunder and fight and aggression. It was brilliant to watch. I just wanted to ask you on a broader level, what have you actually changed since you've come in, or has it just been, you know, arm round shoulders, you know,
don't give us secrets away, Gaffer. Don't give us secrets away.
You can tell me lies, it's okay.
Yeah, no, the fact is, I think the players have responded really well in what they've done. We've actually made more chances, which was probably the thing at the start of the season. We've suddenly got a few chances. I mean, Beto's come in and scored the goal right away in the first half.
He was excellent tonight.
He scored two and for us earlier on as well. So that's really helped us. We're suddenly starting to get a few goals and creating a few more chances than what we had. But look, it's all praise to the players because they've done really well. And
do you feel more confident because they've got a couple of victories and they're now going on a nice run?
And actually, no, look, we're trying to improve what we can. We're trying to play when we can, try to make things better. Tonight wasn't a night where it had to be that. We had to suit the stadium. We had to suit a lot of things in the game, and you know, we went a little bit more direct tonight, but it suited us.
Yeah, I think that's what you can tell. Obviously, I know firsthand exactly what Goodison requires, different things for different nights, and tonight, especially with Decore and Beto up front, that must be the toughest game their two centre halves have had all season. And you could tell the clearances weren't the same. They didn't perform nowhere near as good as Liverpool can, and I think you've got to put that down to, obviously, your boys out there. They did a great job.
They've done a great job. Actually, both Beto and Decore done a great job against two top centre halves, to be fair. And in a team which has been playing really, really well, we've done a really good job in getting something out of the game. Because look, we could have come away here losing 2-1 and saying, hey, we played quite well and we were a bit unlucky. But we got it in the end, and the point, more importantly for us, is a point closer to making sure we're a Premier League club.
You've spoken so much about the importance of that moving into the new stadium. How does that set you up? It moves you up to 15s. Do you think that takes away any remaining relegation fears?
No, I wish it did. I mean, I think, but you probably wouldn't expect it to make you say any different. But I think that us picking up the points regular is what we've got to try and do between now and the end of the season. I think there's a group here who we can do it. We lack some quality in areas, but we've got to try and fill in at the moment. We've got quite a few injuries, but hopefully there'll be signs of one or two coming back in the next 3 or 4 weeks. So if we can do that, then hopefully we'll go over the line.
And I think that's 9 goals in your last 3 Premier League games here. Just how has that changed the mood, and how well have you harnessed the crowd to be able to get more going forward?
Well, I think like Steve and Jags especially will be able to tell you that this has never been an easy ground for anybody to come and play, but it's always a great ground if you get the crowd behind you. And maybe there's been a bit where the crowd and the players have not been quite matched up over in recent periods, and partly because of the hard times which they've had. It's been difficult for supporters here to accept it as well. But I think now there's beginning to get a growing sort of bit with the supporters and the players again, beginning to get back together. You get, the crowd tonight was magnificent. It really was fantastic.
They enjoyed their celebrations in front of Steve at the end there as well. On a more negative note, unfortunately, going forward, obviously Decore was sent off at the end there as a second yellow card, but also earlier, Iliman Ndiaye, who's been so good for you, went off. It looked quite bad, David. Can you give us an update?
Well, at the moment they're going to check. I mean, I think he went and I think he's maybe opened his knee, but we're not sure yet. That was the feeling at the time, that he'd done something to his knee. But I'm disappointed with Dukes, because we need him, and we can't afford. We're down on numbers at the moment, and even if Illy's hasn't, and we're still waiting in others to come back. So, we've got to be careful what we do. And sometimes in these games, the boys will tell you more than ever, discipline's never easy. Because of the way the game goes, and tonight was a game quite easy that sending offs could have happened.
And now you've lived it. Before you go, can you just give me one word to describe the final Merseyside derby?
One word's not enough. One word's not enough.
I was thrilled with getting a point out of the game, and I've said it before. At the moment, we're not quite ready to compete against Liverpool on the levels they are, but maybe on one-off occasions we'll be able to do it. Maybe like nights like this, but. When we move to a new stadium, I hope we can continue to give the same atmosphere and the same feeling of a difficult place to come and play.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed that tonight, David. Thanks for coming out to talk to us.
Good to see you, lads. Good to see you.
Thank you. Cheers.
Bye.